Welcome back to the show. This is David Yanis here at the ICRS 2013 in St. Louis. Have some good friends here in the studio with me. Ms. Laura Hilton, how are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm doing good. We're going to talk about your new book, but let's just let the audience know just a little bit about yourself. And I know you've written several books, but just tell a little bit about yourself and your background.
Well, I'm Laura Hilton. I live in Arkansas right now, but I claim Michigan as home. My family have maternal grandparents left the Amish before I was born, and I have 5 children.
Oh, wow.
And I homeschool. 2 of my children are homeschool graduates, and one has just graduated with his associate's degree on the master's list.
Okay.
At ASU in Mountain
That's
Home.
awesome. That you have to have like a lot of energy to write books and have homeschooling. Tell me about the challenges of writing with all the kids around. Do you get your quiet time sometimes to get in there, or is it something you do throughout the day?
I have learned to block out most noises so I can write right there in the middle of the living room and keep an eye on things.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
If the children are fighting, that's a little bit hard to block out.
You're like, where's my shoe? No, that's in a Hispanic country. We're like, throw a shoe at them, get them quiet. Yeah. So you're a pastor's wife?
Yes, he is.
This handsome man over here to the right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What church is that?
It is a Baptist church.
Okay.
General Association of Regular Baptists.
Okay.
And he is filling in the pulpit right now at Foothills Baptist Church in Hardy, Arkansas.
Oh, good. That's awesome. So you raise your kids from home, you write from home, you have a husband that's a pastor. So what inspired you to start writing fictional novels?
Well, when I was like 8 years old, I wanted to write. So I started playing with writing at that age.
Okay.
But I never got serious probably until maybe 1995, and then I started.
What was your first book?
My first book is Healing Love with Whitaker House. It came out in 2010.
Oh, wow. 2010. So how many titles have you had since then?
Well, 2 in 2000. Yeah. 2 in 2010. Patchwork Dreams and Promise to Another. I'm sorry, 2011. In 2012 was Promise to Another and Healing Love, and then this year is Surrendered Love and Awakening Love is coming.
Oh, wow.
In September.
Oh, wow. That's pretty busy. I mean, how long does it take you to knock out a novel?
Depends on the schedule. Usually I allow myself 6 months. I have done the one I had just finished writing in 3 months.
Oh, wow. That's pretty. You're pretty good at this. What's the response been? And your stories, are they strictly Amish ones or with Amish themes or?
Yes, they are Amish, but they generally. This one is about a man that left the Amish due to a very tragic event.
And that's the Surrendered Love?
Yes.
Okay.
And she had an English niece come and live with her who started causing problems and acting out in the community due to troubles in her home. And as a result, our formerly Amish hero, who is now a policeman, and her are forced together to try to solve the niece's problems.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's amazing. So, and the Amish is really popular right now. Just the genre itself and anything. They have the Amish Mafia on TV. I watch that sometimes, but it's something that's popular. And what drew you to this?
I'm sorry?
What drew you to write about Amish? Because you could have wrote about anything.
Like I said, my grandparents left the Amish, and I thought it would be fun to study and research a little bit more about them. And I love.
Did you get a lot of stories from them?
Well, they're not living no more,
okay.
But yes, I have heard a lot of stories from them, and a lot of stories from my mom, who passed on the stories to me, and I thought it'd be fun to research them and write a story about it. I never expected it'd be picked up. I just wrote like a proposal with just 3 chapters and a synopsis, and then the next thing you know, it's sold.
That's awesome. You're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm an author now.
Yeah, I gotta write the book.
So that's neat. And on your research, did anything surprise you when you were researching?
No, nothing really has surprised me except I was a little bit surprised to find out that a lot of Amish push the boundaries. They are not allowed to have electricity in their homes. You know that.
Yeah.
But the rules do not say they can't have electricity in their barns. So some of them have power tools and computers and everything.
They just go to their barn?
In their barns.
They have it hidden
Yes.
from each other? Oh, wow. That's, I guess do they have Amish police that go and that's the next novel. The Amish police. No.
Well, he was English when he was a police.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. And so how long did you study the Amish before you wrote your first novel? And do you still continue to study them?
Yes, I still continue to study them, and I don't know. I made a few trips into Seymour to check out the area geographically and see how the people dressed, because every Amish community is different.
Okay.
And
give us an example.
Well, some Amish communities only allow dark colors like blacks and grays and browns and dark blues.
Okay.
And some are more liberal and they allow pinks and light blues and peach colors and greens, and the caps are different. Some are a little heart shaped and some are boxy. And
wow. So did you include some of that inside the book as far as the different colors and stuff?
No,
just to get an idea then.
yes.
And tell us about when you were diagnosed with breast cancer.
My youngest child was 3 years old, and I noticed a lump in my breast, and I thought, well, it's probably an infected gland, but I went to the doctor to have it checked out, and she said, well, I think we should probably have a mammogram and make sure it's nothing else. And when they did the biopsy and the results came back, the doctor said, it's breast cancer. And I said, I don't have time for cancer. And he said,
that's a good response.
Too bad. But I went through the chemo and I went through radiation, and I turned my total focus over to God during that time. I did a lot of praying, a lot of Bible study. I listened to praise and worship music on my iPod the whole time I was taking chemo. And I ministered to a lot of other people who were going through chemo at the same time. And when I came out, the doctor said to me, you are on the harshest chemo treatment available, and I am just amazed at how well you did. You didn't get sick or anything.
Wow.
And I said, it's all God.
Amen. Amen. Tell everybody how they can get your books.
Well, my books are available online at Amazon.com, or Barnes & Noble, or Christian book distributors, or you can order them directly from Whitaker House, or you can go into your favorite bookstore and ask them for them if they don't have them in stock.
Amen. Amen. Do you have a website or anything?
I have a blog.
If you want to share it, you can.
My blog is http with all those little funny dots and slashes, lauravhilton.blogspot.com. I also have a Facebook page, author Laura V. Hilton.
Amen. Thank you so much for being on the broadcast with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. And this is my book, so I'm going to have to autograph it in a minute, and we'll be right back with another great guest.